call. Okay, we do want to prep the 175 put. And we've been watching its numbers. It's trading around the 230 range. It was in the 250s earlier. So prep the 175. It's only a prep. E1 is high, and we definitely have a flat M1 here. So it's an exhaustion. Now, if this tick comes down and starts cycling in the lower portion of the orange lines and we're to break back under M1, potentially we'll be in a position to enter this, but not yet. It's just a prep. A prep means that we're anticipating a change in direction or beginning of the momentum up or down.
I'm giving this just 1 second here. What I did notice is that the 165.50 strike put has gone one out of the money. I'm watching what the tick does. You can go ahead and cancel that. 166 rather, that's the one we were considering, the 166 put. It fell one out of the money. I've got the tick making higher highs, so we're going to cancel that as well.
We're getting some pretty fast movement in the option chain here with Apple.
Now it's going to right back down here, so I'm going to watch this, put side of things as
okay,
really.
Jeff, let me interrupt you. We tried to get into that 227 and it blew past it. We did not get in. We're going to cancel the 227. It's already in the 240s with that movement. So we're keeping the prep, but we canceled our buy to open at 227 because it's already in the 240s. You can see what's happened. It's come down pretty significantly, which is what we were anticipating with that flat M1. We couldn't get in because the price moved. It was in the 2 teens when it got to the high, so we definitely didn't want to go past 227. Sorry.
I'm going to prep the 166 put again. The 166 has fallen back to one in the money.
We're still prep is at 252. We tried to get it at 227 here. We'd seen it the 2 teens, so we were still giving it 7 or 8 cents, but we definitely don't want to pay 252 and then have it be back at 219 or something up here. Keeping the prep, we did have the tick come under M1. E1's still high, but we're going to be patient here, and that was a 30-cent move. So that's kind of what we ran into yesterday. And when we're dealing with these higher option prices, they do tend to move more like that. Back to 242, 251. We're still prepped. We need to see where this tick is going to go on the upside. If it goes back above M1, then we will cancel the prep. If it stays here in this lower region, we will be still ready to enter this. But we've got to see what the pricing is.
Yeah, Cezanne, I just tried to get this in at 97 cents. It just blew right by me. Still watching. It's moving pretty fast, so I'm still going to keep it out there, but it's now at 101, 103. That happened super fast.
Yeah, and we're trading at 247, 253. We don't want to pay 250 when we just tried to get in at 227 up here. Not that it won't continue down, but that's what we wanted to grab was right here. Same thing happened yesterday. I'm going to move this line in to be more conservative. We're staying prepped as long as this tick stays under M1. We have a high E1.
Yeah, so we see this momentum happening. We tried to get in. We saw the tick break through M1, red, went through blue there, but the momentum happened so quick and went right past our pricing. I still have it out there. Going to give it a few more seconds. I see M1, particularly if M1 rolls over M2, that would be another potential entry. So we're just going to wait here. We do have that report coming out in about a minute, so I want to be very mindful about that. But what we don't want to do is we can point out the sweet spot, but we can't necessarily determine how long that momentum is going to last. So we're really watching for M1 to roll over M2 here.
We are having a lot of movement in this option chain, both up and down, but every little movement of the tick. This didn't look like a huge move of the tick, but it affected that option price by 30 cents. So we're still under M1. We're still prepped on the 175. We do have, let me refresh the overall market. Dow's up 175. and Apple's right under that $173 point. It never did make it to the 173.60, not that we saw on this chart anyway. If it happened to pop up there momentarily, we didn't see it. It's not registering here.
Yeah, we've got M1 sort of flattened out here. I'm watching this really closely. Want to see if M1's going to roll over M2. If it does that, then we will definitely consider entry into this. We've got a 2-cent spread, really like it. E1 has gotten a little low for me. I'm hoping it's going to come up just a little bit. Watch and see if it's going to make lower lows. And now E1 is just too low. You know, you're gonna go ahead and cancel this. It could very well go lower. I see M1 is crossed M2. We do have red beneath blue, but here's the issue, and this is what makes it not a conservative trade, even if this were to fall. E1 is too low. So we had that kind of first quick momentum, missed that trade, and if you'll look, E1 was about midsection when that happened, but what we've got now is the tick, while it's coming down, E1 is just too low. So unfortunately, we got to cancel that. Doesn't mean this can't go low. In fact, we just saw M1 cross M2. I'm watching M2 to see what it's going to do. But again, we have to trust our indicators, and E1 is just too low at this point.
Okay, Apple is cycling right under these. Well, I'm going to actually move this orange line so we can see better. M1 has come down. We're still prepped on this 175. I keep wanting to say 275 because the option price is 175 put here.
Not moving a whole bunch. You know, the report did come out. I'm going to see if I anything about it. Using out up $1.07. So the gapped way up had kind of a little fall. I'm not seeing anything in the news yet. I did say it could be a market.
Go ahead.
I did say it could be a market mover, but I don't see anything about that. You can see the Qs are just kind of flat here. So the tick is trying to decide a direction. Now, M1 has rolled over M2. Tick is in this very narrow region, but even if this were to fall, E1 is so low, it's just not something that we can consider. Maybe a little slow here, the tick, trying to kind of establish some direction, going towards that low. You'll notice that it's moving
at 240, and we got to sell to close at 255. And I'll make sure it filled at that 255 because it's, yes, it was showing 260 just now. We got 255, so in at 240, out at 255. And I will say this screen froze up for just a second there, so I don't know. But anyway, we are in and out of that 240, 255. It's trading right now about 244, 250. So it's M1 is under, M2, M3. We actually saw M2 cross under M3 right there. I'm going to move that line so you can see here. And we're cycling lower under that 173. Let me get that returned. So it's 15 cents. Okay, it was 6.2% on the Apple.
Great trade.
We had to be patient there because remember originally we tried to get it at 227. When it hit that next exhaustion point, M1 came under M2, M3. You can see right there, and we're looking at further drop at this point because of that. M1, we're stacked down. You can see those crossovers. I'm kind of moving the orange line so you can see it. And it's funny when the tick creeps like that, but yet it's the option prices are moving so dramatically, which we can take advantage of that, obviously. We just have to make sure we get in on the lower side of them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which yesterday we couldn't